The road to Atlantic City starts right here, right now, at Randolph High School in District 12 in the postseason of wrestling, being represented here at Randolph High School. Hello, everybody. This is James Clarke here calling the match solo. We are here in the finals today at Randolph High School as GardenStateHSWrestling.com brings you today's afternoon action between all of the schools that are here in District 12, with the top 5 teams currently standing as follows. In 5th place currently is Warren Hills, the Blue Streaks at 90.5 points. In 4th place, the home team of Randolph at 101.5 points. In 3rd place, St. Benedict's with 114 points. In 2nd place, Hackettstown with 137 points. And in the lead right now is Westmore Central with 188 points. Those are your current top 5 standings. But we are going to start here at 106 pounds. It's all being broadcast here on GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And this matchup here is between Stephen Vidal of Hackettstown versus the freshman from Warren Hills, Jake Plesh. And a takedown has been rewarded by Vidal. He leads a 3-0. Nice job by Vidal. $3-0 lead here for Vidal of Hackettstown. He leads this. To discuss a little bit about as far as how they got here to the finals today, Vidal got a bye in the quarterfinals, and he got a pin in the semifinals at 347. As for Plesh, he got a pin in the quarterfinals and then upset the number 2 seed, the freshman Ryan Ty from West Morris, 11-3. And a nice reversal given there by Plesh, a takedown there. And he leads this 4-3. He's going to run that half Nelson there on Vidal. Let's see what he can do here with just at 45 seconds to go here in the first period. And Plesh leading this one after that takedown and quick escape. And how these two teams, they wrestled each other earlier in the year, a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact, in their annual rivalry match between these two schools that are less than 20 minutes apart from one another. And the result of that match of the last time these two met, and they didn't actually. Vidal got a tech at 106, and Jake Plesh did not wrestle in that match. So it's 4-3. Plesh leads us under 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of one period there. Jake Plesh of Warren Hills leads us 4-3. And the flip of the coin is going to go to Vidal. He looks over to Coach Cosmore and his coaching staff. He's going to defer, and Plesh is going to go neutral to start. And that's the thing about Warren Hills Wrestling, is they're always going to choose neutral, and they have some representation that will be coming up later with Augie Zemretta and Davey Reinhardt, the two top guns here for the Blue Streaks that are supposed to be well represented for them in the postseason. And Plesh, the freshman, expected to do some really big things going in as well, too. He leads at 4-3 on Vidal. Vidal also has had a very nice season, too. 33-7, the top seed. And the 3 seed of Jake Plesh. And near a takedown right there is Vidal, but spinning from behind of that is going to be Plesh. He's going to get the takedown, and you look at the coaching staff there of Warren Hills. They are ecstatic with that takedown as he leads at 7-3. And a Peterson there by Vidal. He's going to get the reversal, and he's going to get back points there on Plesh. Should get a 4 count right there. It's going to put him back on top if he doesn't stick him, which is not very often you do see a Peterson pin. But he'll get 4 backs and retake the lead 9-7. 9-7 the score is for Vidal of Hackettstown. And this is a big matchup right here as a caution's given there by Plesh.
A reminder to all
And the big thing about this matchup here is going to be very crucial is for Hackettstown. They are trailing currently to Westmore Central, and they have some good representation coming up later with some surprise wins in the semis, which we'll talk about when we get to them. And Plesh trying to stand, and Svidal returns Plesh to the mat, and a great job by him for being able to do that. Under 30 to go here in the second period at 106. And hook that one leg right there. They'll try and get a Turk there at the edge of the mat is Vidal. Now he's got a power half thrown in there is Vidal. He has that 1 foot in still. That's keeping him alive. That's going to be the end of 2 periods. And Coach Cosmore of the Tigers is telling his wrestler at 106, Vidal, to go bottom. And the Warren Hills coaching staff, Coach Fisher, one of the assistant coaches, is telling Plesh to cut him, make it 10-7. As a takedown would tie it up. And there is the officials' time right there for them to get a restart here in the center of the mat, 10 seconds into the third. Going to try and see if he can bring him back down to the mat is Vidal as he has that sweep single thrown in on Plesh. He's got the takedown as he extends his lead 13-7. And Plesh trying to see if he can sneak out from the back door here and trying a hazard tilt was Vidal, but he was not able to get any back points out of it. Vidal has control of that wrist. Let's see what he can try and do here. He's going to try and push the pace of the matchup here between the two wrestlers. He's going to try and bring Plesh back to his mat on the mat right there to try to get some back points as we're approaching the 1 minute left here to go. He's got control of that wrist. See if he can try and get anything going out of that one. And we'll see what he can do here is Vidal, as we have about 37 to go here, 37 seconds to go here in the third. Vidal is leading this 13-7 en route to close to a major decision. But at this point right now, he's just looking to get himself a district title here for the Tigers. See if he can get something going here. He's got the claw thrown in. He's going to return Plesh, try to return him to the mat. And Plesh trying to get out. And a head lever thrown in there by Vidal. We have 15 seconds to go here in the third period. And this is going to be a big win right here for the Tigers to get them started here as their first district champion is given here to Stephen Vidal of Hackettstown. But no shame with the freshman of Jake Plesh, though, from Warren Hills. He definitely showcased a great matchup right there and really hung in there with Vidal. But Vidal showed his experience and was able to win his district title here, District 12 at 106. Congratulations to Stephen Vidal and to the coaching staff of Hackettstown. And we'll get ourselves started here at the 113-pound weight class, which we will have Mason Marks coming up from Randolph, who will be facing up against Danny Diarchi from St. Benedict's Prep. Should be another quality matchup right here between these two.
Let's go, Mason! Coached by Harry Turner, just a freshman with a lifetime record of 29-7.
And the way of how both of these wrestlers got here, Mason Marks is the 4 seed. He got a tech fall in the quarters, and he upset the top seed of Charles Balsamo from Whippany Park and pinned him in the first. Diarchi is the other seed on the other side of the bracket here. He got a pin against Carmine Gorgata from Hackettstown in the quarters, and then he won a sudden victory over the brother of Jake Plesh, Anthony Plesh, in overtime 8-5. And that's how these two have made it to the district finals today. But a great scramble here between the two wrestlers. Neither one have come close to a takedown yet. We'll see what happens here. As you can see, great job right there by Marks as he has control of that far ankle. He's going to try and sweep from behind here. Let's see if he can finish it on DRG, and he gets the 3. And a takedown given there by Mason Marks as he leads at 3-0. Out of bounds they go. 51 seconds to go here in the first period, with Mason Marks of Randolph, the home team, leading this one 3-0. Trying to see if he can break down the pace there of DRG. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first period. He's riding tough here. 15 to go. It's a 3-0 lead for Mason Marks. Short time here, not much going to happen here at the end of this period. We'll go into the second period as he leads us 3-0 for the Rams. It's going to be DRG's choice. He's going neutral. He looks over to Coach Turner, the head coach for the Graybees, and it's going to go neutral. See if he can try and get something going here. Is DRG of St. Benedict's. He's trying to get in and sneak out from the back door. And a great scrambling position there by Mason Marks, as he's doing a great job being able to not give up that takedown. He's locked between the two legs. See if he can try and get something going here. Near the takedown right there is DRG. Not quite the back exposures yet, but great scrambling here between the two wrestlers. 6-1 lead here for Mason Marks. Marks going to try and sneak out there, and now he finishes up on the takedown as he leads at 9-1. He's going to check him back there for a Turk is Marks. No back points had been given. DRG trying to see if he can get a reversal here as we are approaching to 30 seconds left to go in the second. Stoppage right there for potentially dangerous, and a really good job with scrambling positions for these two. 29 seconds to go here. We're going to get some injury time here by Green of Mason Marks. So before we do anything further, let's go ahead and let's thank our title sponsor for today, the Harrington Companies. Harrington Recycling Company Incorporation, Demolition and Recycling, Harrington Company and Sons, and Hoffman Supply Home and Garden Center, the Harrington Companies, the biggest supporters of what we do here at GSHSW.com. And of course, our other main live stream sponsor, the Performance Trophies and Medals, and you will see whoever wins OW here today will be our hammer of the match. Anything that you would like to have done as far as trophies, medals, anything of that nature, Performance Trophies and Medals is the place to go. And if you want to be built like some of these wrestlers here that we see today, and there's some that do go to this club, go to Estabilt Wrestling Club, located on 7 Albright Road in Hackettstown, Bud Lake, New Jersey. We'll get ourselves right back into the match. Mason Marks leads this 9-1. See if he can try and bring DRG back to the mat, and a stall warning has been given there by Marks. He's going to go ahead and cut DRG. Coach Convoy there, the new head coach for Randolph this season, was not too happy about it, but he's trying to tell his wrestler to just keep pushing forward. Short time here. And that will be the end of 2 periods with Mason Marks of Randolph. He leads us 9-2. And we're going to go neutral here to start as elected by Marks. DeArchie's tried to get in on shots, and he's been pretty good with getting on shots, but not been able to quite finish it as Marks has DeArchie in some trouble. He might have him pinned right here. And he does! Mason Marks of Randolph is your District 12 champion here and wins it in his home gym in front of his home crowd. He wins it at 113 pounds, and he is ecstatic with that win right there. And a great job by him, showed his dominance as he goes over and hugs his father right in front of our GardensAHSWrestling.com table. And a congratulations to Mason Marks, who's going to have a big career here for Randolph. Congratulations on a job well done. As we have our medalists right here, our top 3 medalists right here, which are Matthew Ficino, who he places 3rd from Whippany Park, and Ryan. And, of course, for 2nd place here is Jake Plush from Warren Hills, and your winner, Stephen Vidal of Hackettstown, as we have the medals being presented here in the middle of the finals mat. But coming up here at the 120-pound weight class, we will have Joe Rowinski, the junior from Hackettstown, the top seed here, who's going to be facing up against William Mahalko from Randolph, the other Randolph Ram, who is here representing for the home team today. Rowinski of Hackettstown, currently 37-3 on the season, the top seed, got a bye in the quarterfinals, and then he got a 17-2 tech fall in the semis, as William Mahalko, the 2nd seed, got a pin in the quarters and a pin in the semis. And that's how these 2 wrestlers are meeting here today. Earlier in the year, these two actually wrestled each other a couple of weeks ago here at Randolph High School, with Rowinski winning that matchup at 120 by tech fall. Joe Rowinski is expected to do some big things going into the postseason as well, too. And he is one of the most improved wrestlers for the Tigers, and he's in on that takedown, and he leads it 3-0. He's also been battling a knee injury this year as well, too, but has not lost a beat. As Mahalko stands, gets the escape on Rowinski. Rowinski's trying to spin around and try and get a takedown out of it on Mahalko. Another win right here for the Tigers would be extremely crucial. Can get another takedown right here, Rowinski, if he can finish it. He's got the leg hook there. He's got his 3. Lost control. He was looking for a near side cradle. The officials on this match right here is the brother of Mark Russo. And assisting him is Frank Leitner, the Hackettstown alum from back in his day. 20 seconds to go here in the first period. A 6-1 lead for Joe Rowinski of Hackettstown, looking to be winning his one here. As also broke a record for the Tigers this year to be the first Hackettstown HWS 2-time champion. He's looking over at the clock. He has short time, and that will be the end of 1 with a 6-1 lead for Rowinski. Mahalko's going to choose top. Mahalko here is on top of Rowinski. Going to see if he can try and get a turn here on Rowinski. See if he can get him caught here to try to win a district title here. But Rowinski stands. Going to try to see if he can get the leg hooked up right there on Mahalko. A stall warning has been given. The first one of this bout right here has been given to Mahalko. He looks over to Coach Convoy. Again, it would be very nice for them to be able to get another district title here for the Rams, as a couple of other Randolph Rams will be wrestling some tough opponents later on. Let's see if he can spin around. There's Rowinski. He gets his 3. Extends the lead. It's 10-1 after the escape and the takedown. You can see he has an armbar locked up there. Now he has control of that right wrist on Michalko. And he's going to try and drag and run it to the side of his right. There is Rowinski. He's looking up to the clock. 1 minute to go here in the second. See if he can try and get something going here. He's going to look to cut Michalko. And then he let him up, and then he was able to bring him right back down to the mat. Sometimes wrestlers will do that to try to catch them in a turn that they're looking for. Mark Russo is telling Michalko that he needs to work up from bottom here. He's going to get stoppage there for a stalemate. We'll get a restart here. 26 seconds to go here in the first. We'll get a restart here and a caution there. I believe that's going to be on. Oh, he's going to keep him wrestling. I almost thought, I thought Rowinski barely beat the buzzer right there, or the whistle, excuse me. But Mark Russo keeps it going there. I almost thought it was a caution on Rowinski, but does not change. It'll be the end, near the end here of the first period. Rowinski leads it 10-1 here, excuse me, after 2 periods. It's going to be Rowinski's choice. He's going neutral. He would like to get a tech fall here. He has the possibility of being able to do so, to get the tech fall. See if they can keep Hackettstown's hopes alive here for a District 12 title. But with Westmore so far ahead, it's going to be kind of tough for them to be able to do that, especially with some head-to-head matchups. So they would have to work on something quick. Rowinski's getting in. He's got the takedown. 3-0. Nope, he got 3 takedown. 13-1. He's going to look to cut Michalko once again. He's going to let him all the way up. Gets the escape. There is Michalko. He's looking into a front headlock. There is Rowinski. Another 3 is going to be given there. He could be looking for some more. And a 3 has been given. 16-2 is the lead for Rowinski. A stall has been given there by Michalko. That's going to end it. Now we'll end it with a 19-3 tech fall for Joe Rowinski of Hackettstown. He's your winner at 120 pounds for the Hackettstown Tigers. The second one for the Tigers on the day, and he wins it at 120. Congratulations to Joe Rowinski, and congratulations to the Rowinski family on a district title for their son, Joe. And now that will take us to the 126-pound weight class. We will have Giovanni Gutierrez of Hackettstown, the 2 seed here for Hackettstown, facing up against the returning state medalist who took 8th a year ago, Augie Zemretta, the top seed from Warren Hills. Augie Zemretta, the senior, 32-6 overall, the top seed. He got here into the finals today with a pin in the quarters and a pin in the semis. As for Gutierrez, the 2 seed, got here today. He has a 33-8 record here. A tech in the quarters and a tech in the semis, where he defeated the MCT finalist, David DeFilippis of Madison. It looks like Warren Hills has another 3rd place finisher there at 113.
Hold it. Let's go to the videotape.
Hold up. And the 3rd place, if we can get over, Jack, if you can move that camera over there, I kind of want to get a little bit of an insight of what's going on there in the 3rd place as we're waiting for the finals to start. I want to get over there a little bit.
Oh, we're going to go some more.
They're going more. They're going to overtime. We'll cover this one right here. This is at 120. This is Dominic Colucci from Warren Hills and Jaden Linus of St. Benedict's Prep. They said the time ran out as soon as Colucci got the takedown right at the buzzer, but then they said, nope, time ran out. So they're going right back into it. First overtime here. First takedown wins. They're tied up here at 4, 40 seconds to go. Colucci tried to get in on something. St. Benedict's currently in third place right now in the team standings. Colucci tried to get in. He's got to take that right there at the edge. And he's going to get the takedown as Colucci, your third place finisher for Warren Hills, as he got the win, and he will advance to the Region 3 tournament next weekend at West Orange High School. And a great matchup right there. Now that will take us over to the 126-pound final right here. Again, this is going to be Giovanni Gutierrez from Hackettstown, the 2 seed, 33-8 overall. Got 2 techs to get here to the finals, and then the returning state medal winner that took 8th place a year ago down in Atlantic City is Augie Zemretta of Warren Hills. Earlier in the year, a couple of weeks ago, when these two met, Zemretta won a 10-2 major over Gutierrez. And that was an exciting third-place matchup there for the Blue Streaks.
All right, that's good. Beat it. Next.
And Frank Leitner will be the head official here for this matchup here.
For third place, Dominic Pellos of Warren. We're at 126.
Giovanni showing his respect to the officials starting before the match, and the match is underway. Again, Zemretta won a 10-2 major earlier in the year, a couple of weeks ago, in the head-to-head matchup against the dual meet, which was won by Warren Hills.
Time record 91-22, a region 5th. Augie Zemretta from Warren Hills, 32-6. Lifetime record 124-34. Two-time district champ, two-time region finalist, a region champ, 8th in the state.
See what Zemretta can do, but Gutierrez has a single leg going right there on Zemretta. We'll see what he can do here. He has a takedown, or not a takedown yet, but he's close to it. Is Gutierrez. Zemretta trying to spin around and see if he can get something. Coach Wanamaker shouting out instructions to Zemretta. Gutierrez close to it. He could finish it right here. They're close to it right there. Zemretta in a great scrambling position right there as he throws in that whizzer to prevent that takedown being given there by Gutierrez. We're going to get a stalemate right there. We'll return right back to the center of the mat. We got 50 seconds left to go here in the first period, where Gutierrez was close to the edge right there to finish that takedown on Zemretta. See if he can finish right here. Zemretta going in quick there on Gutierrez. Try to trick up Gutierrez. Going to see if he can finish something right there. And a whizzer blocked off there by Gutierrez. Going to get stoppage right there. It's a potentially dangerous call. And a good one at that, called by the official, Frank Leitner. We'll get right back into the center of the mat. Both of these wrestlers have put out some phenomenal wrestling this year. They've been extremely impressive in the course of their high school careers. We're going to go into the second period with a scoreless period at that. All tied up at 0. The flip of the coin is going to go to Zemretta. Oh, nope, excuse me. It's going to go, it's going to go to Gio, and he's going to take underneath to start. Zemretta, knowing him and how good he's been in his high school career. Two-time district champion as well, too. Won a region title a couple of years ago at West Milford. And a very exciting matchup at that, too, against Joe Viola of Seton Hall Prep. and was a region finalist last year. And an 8th place finisher of that as well, too. And he'll be expected to go up higher in the podium this year down in Atlantic City. He's going to look to try to ride something to the left side of Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to be looking, and they're going to need something big here to try to keep themselves in the race here for the Tigers for district title. And they're going to go out of bounds right here. We'll get a restart here in the center of the mat. See if something can happen here, but Gutierrez tried to stand up on Zemretta, but he wasn't able to do it. He's going to get a nice little Granby roll, but of course, Zemretta doing a good job with just rolling through it. That's something that Zemretta's always been good with. For the Blue Streaks, have been very good with riding on top. Minute to go here in the second period. And Zemretta's just doing stuff, really some tough stuff, and a stall warning given there on Zemretta. And this is a win right here that, of course, Coach Wanamaker definitely wants, but Coach Cosmo wants it even bigger as to keep them alive and the team standings and team runnings here. Nice job right there by Zemretta. They're going to go out of bounds, and they'll go right back into the center of the mat. The Hackasound fans a little bit close to the mat right there, so they're going to have to kind of back up a little bit, make sure they're sitting on the edge as it's been announced already before by the head table. Let's see if he can try and run something right here. Is Zemretta and doing a really good job of riding something on top there on Gutierrez. They're going to stand, and they'll go right back into the center of the mat. Gutierrez showing a little bit frustrated right here. Hasn't really been able to get out, except that was the one time that he was close to getting out. But we'll go right back into the center of the mat here. Try and see if we can get something finished here, and it's going to be stoppage right there. Now we're going to have an injury time right there on. It's going to be an injury time right there on Gutierrez. So before we do that, if you would want to become a wrestling official for the future, if you want to give back to the sport that you love, join the New Jersey Wrestling Official Association. All you have to do is scan the QR code below for more information on joining the top wrestling official association in the U.S. There's no question about it that New Jersey wrestling is the top of high school wrestling. And we like to take the time to thank Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. Dan Warnikoff does a great job with getting all of his athletes on a nutrition plan. If you're looking for any of your sport athletes to regain and be better in the sport of wrestling and just retaining to a nice diet, healthy diet, Dan Warnikoff is the way to go. He'll help you be conditioned. He'll help you eat a nice, clean diet without having to cut too much weight. Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition is the way to go. And be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenCHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenCHSW, and on Instagram at GardenCHSWrestling. And be sure to like and subscribe down low. We're at all the other districts today. We're at District 6 at Roxbury, District 7 at Fairlawn, District 3 at Phillipsburg, and we are also at District 5 at Morris Knolls with various commentators on the call there. If you want to go tune out to any of one of those wrestlers, please go ahead and do so. We'll get right back in the center right here with Gutierrez and Zemretta tied here at 0 with about under 30 seconds to go here in the second, 29 seconds to go for that matter. Both wrestlers stands. Zemretta going to try and bring Gutierrez back down to the mat. He's got Gutierrez a one swipe. That was all. No back points. Coach Fisher, one of the assistants for Warren Hills, a Petersburg grad back in his day in Phillipsburg. Definitely encouraging Zemretta to ride out here in the second period. Be very interesting to see going into the third period what can happen here. Gutierrez not going to have enough time here. The end of 2 periods with a 0-0 tie. And Zemretta is going to go bottom, and a great matchup between these two wrestlers as Zemretta is going to go bottom here. We're going to see what Gutierrez is going to do here, if he can try and ride Zemretta to go into overtime and get some back points, or if he'll cut Zemretta. But Zemretta gets out. He quickly gets out of that one. A 1-0 lead. First points there given by Zemretta as he leads us. Got out of that one with around less than 10 seconds. So it was a quick escape right there by Zemretta. And that was fine for Gutierrez. He can go right back on top. And he can try and get a takedown right here to see if he can win it here at District 12. Both wrestlers just staring down one another, making sure that they're not doing too much here and just wrestling very conservatively. And we'll see if Zemretta can finish. He finishes the takedown right there at the edge of the mat. Under a minute to go. 4-0, Zemretta leads. Zemretta a little bit slow to getting back into the center of the mat. Definitely a big improvement for Gutierrez. Coming from a 10-2 major in a dual meet to only lose the, right now currently having Zemretta lead 4-0. Huge improvement right there for him. Trying to see if he can get a reversal right there is Gutierrez. He gets the reversal. Coach Cosmore and Coach Rennie telling Gutierrez to cut him. Gonna go right all the way back to his feet. 5-2. Exactly 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. Gutierrez and Zemretta, who will come out on top. Coach Cosmore telling Gutierrez he's got to go. He's running out of time. Get that takedown on Zemretta. Doesn't have a lot of time left. 10 seconds to go. Zemretta gets in on a shot. Gutierrez going to try and spin from behind and see if he can finish it. Not going to have enough time to do anything here. As Augie Zemretta of Warren Hills is your District 12 champion. 3-time district champion for that matter. And he is poised to do some big things going into the postseason. Augie Zemretta wins it for Warren Hills. And a hug there by his coaching staff right there, Coach Fisher and Coach Wanamaker. Congratulations to Augie Zemretta. And now we will have another Warren Hills Hackettstown matchup here, which will be the top seed here, Davey Reinhardt from Warren Hills, the senior, 29-6 overall, who got a pin in the quarters and a pin in the semis. And Diego Penaluzza from Hackettstown, the junior, 27-9 overall this year, with a pin in the quarters and a 12-5 decision and upset over Mason Vasquez of West Morris. So these two should be an interesting matchup right here between these two wrestlers. And Joe Rowinski of Hackettstown getting his banner. And they'll get started here at 1:32. And Reinhardt gets the takedown early, leads it 3-0.
Lifetime record 48-12.
Gonna see if he can finish right here, but they all go out of bounds. And we'll get a restart here in the center of the mat.
Lifetime record 1:18:29. District champ, region finalist, state qualifier.
Reinhardt, also one of the anchors for the Blue Streaks this year, who was graduating this year for the Blue Streaks. And Penaluzza in his third year of wrestling as well, too, here in the United States, and does a really good job here with wrestling. Extremely tough, and they'll go out of bounds. These two met earlier in the year, a couple of weeks ago, on February 6th, with Davey Reinhardt winning in a pin in the first period in 1:35 over Penaluzza. And Reinhardt currently leads here 3-0.
We need Dave DeFilippis, Augie Zemretta, and Giovanni Gutierrez. Come on down and have a seat.
Let's see what they can try and do here as these two wrestlers are going to get stoppage there for potentially dangerous. We'll go right back into the center of the mat. 3-0 lead here for Davey Reinhardt. And Davey Reinhardt was one of those wrestlers, even before he came into high school, that I heard so much great things about. They all say, watch out for Davey Reinhardt, watch out for him. He's going to be a great one coming up when he goes into high school. And he has had a stellar high school career. And I think he would like to try to end that high school career as well, too, with being on the podium down in Atlantic City in 2 weeks. Going to try and tilt Penaluzza to his left. Nothing doing there for him. He's going to get some additional back points. Going to try and get some back points on top of it there. And a 3 count there given to Reinhardt. Going to try and ride out here the rest of the period with Reinhardt leading this 6-0. The flip of the coin is going to go to Penaluzza. He's going to defer. Reinhardt going to go. He's going to go bottom to start the second period. Quick escape there for Reinhardt. Tried to get that switch, and Penaluzza knew just to give up one, not two. And Reinhardt trying to get a throw right here, trying to get him and Penaluzza in some trouble. And Penaluzza trying to get in on something. He has the underhook thrown in there on Reinhardt. And they'll go right back into the center of the mat. Reinhardt close to something here. He has a single leg right there on Reinhardt. Reinhardt is going to try to finish this one here, see if he can get something going here. To see if he can try and sneak out from the back door right here is Penaluzza. And Reinhardt gets in on a cradle, 3 points there, and more coming. It's going to be 14-0 if he doesn't stick him. He's got that leg trapped right there. But he wasn't in a great position to get anything there. He's holding 4. Let's go completely. 14-0. The score is for Davey Reinhardt with only one more turn to go here, and Reinhardt could get the tech fall. Near the tilt right there is Reinhardt. He wasn't able to finish anything with it. Just about 10 seconds to go here in the second. Reinhardt looking over at the clock on Penaluzza. Going to look to try to turn him here before the closing of the first period. Not going to have any time. It's time. So there's no swipes. So no swipes there given to Reinhardt. And Penaluzza, Coach Cosmore looking over, and he's saying go neutral here. See what he can do right here going neutral. If he can get something here. But Reinhardt going to finish it off right here. Gets the takedown. And that's going to be the end of that one. Davey Reinhardt, the senior, the top seed from Warren Hills, is your district champion, District 12 champion of that matter, at the 132-pound weight class. Congratulations to him on another district title, but no shame in Penaluzza as well, too. He wrestled really extremely tough in this matchup. And it will be great to see what he can do here going in his senior year for next year, as they're going to present the awards over here. Gutierrez from Hackettstown having ice on his right knee and limping a little bit there. We wish him the best and hoping he can recover in time for regions, as he'll be wrestling on Friday night.
Official results, Davey Reinhardt.
As all wrestlers actually at that point now will be wrestling on Friday. because now they do the pre-quarters and the quarters on the same night now. And if we can see, Jack, if you could take us over to the third place matchup over here. We might not have a whole lot, as we do have some wrestlers over here, but they're going to be getting ready to hand out the brackets, the bracket to Augie Zamretta and the medal. So we'll just stay right over here. Currently in that matchup at third place right now, which we can't really get a good view on, it's Mason Vasquez of West Morris wrestling Leonardo Massamatino from Whippany Park, with Vasquez leading that one. It's 13-12. They're into the second period. I'll try to get you some of the action there as much as possible. And a 16-7 lead for Vasquez has been given here after a takedown. Again, we apologize. We're not able to get this view right now of this third place match, but we will present to you over to the medals. Short time here. And 3 back points have been given there by, and that was the third, okay, that was the third period, okay. So then that is the conclusion there, with Mason Vasquez taking third with a 19-7 major. And he'll be advancing to the finals next week.
And your champion, Augie Zamretta, Florida.
Congratulations to the top 3 finishers. And now we'll be getting over here to the 138-pound weight class, which we will have the top seed, Brody Neal from Westmore Central. He has a 31-4 record. He's a junior. He was a state medal winner his freshman year at 106. Got a pin in the quarters and a pin in the semis. And Adrian Pinto from Hackettstown, the junior, 30-8 overall. Got a tech in the quarters and a tech in the semis to get here to the finals. So should be an interesting matchup between these two.
He's taking on from Hackettstown, Adrian Pinto. Season record of 27-7, lifetime 47-26, third place district return.
And the match is underway here. Brody Neal of West Morris and Adrian Pinto from Hackettstown. Pinto, the junior, who's also been very well known for throws in his day. He has a lot of experience with other sorts of wrestling as well, too. And Brody Neal as well as took some time off from wrestling, came back his freshman year and medaled down in Atlantic City. And he gets a quick 3 there on Pinto.
Hold off on your OW bouts. Hold off on your OW bouts. So you've seen all the wrestling.
Pinto is a solid wrestler in his own right, but Brody Neal also, we did cover him last week at West Morris High School as they took on Caldwell in the North 2 Group 2 finals. He's got a takedown right there on Pinto. Going to get some back points there. If he doesn't stick, Pinto. Minute to go here in the first. Should be a 4 count right there. Should be all 4 backs. But it's not, though. 6-2 lead here for Neal. Neal trying to get into a fireman's carry there on Pinto. He's got him in some trouble right there. He's got him stuck right there. And the fall is given to Brody Neal of Westmore Central. And he's a district champion here, District 12 champion at the 138-pound weight class. Congratulations to him. And that was a quick one at that, too. While we're doing that, let's talk about and thank one of our sponsors for today, PAS Paving and Masonry. They've been established since 1990. If you want to try to get anything that is covered or try to get any kind of paving done or any kind of work that you would like to get done, PAS is the best way to go here for your paving and masonry needs. As well, too, we'd like to take the time to thank Keller Williams, Metropolitan Julia Williams Real Estate. To learn more, you can email her at morriscountyhomes1@gmail.com. They're located at 44 Whippany Road, Suite 230 in Morristown, New Jersey. You can give her a call at 973-539-1120, or you can call her cell at 973-277-0059. Julie Williams Real Estate.
Heard from Warren Hills finishes third at 138.
And then here for the 138 matchup for the third place match, it was Braden O'Hearn from Warren Hills. And now that will take us to the 144 weight class.
Finishing in third place, 2025-26, District 12.
But we'll have the medal rounds there. We'll have the medals being distributed here at 132.
And the region champ is from the Wolfpack. Here's a straight Davey Reinhardt of Warren Hills.
And coming up here at 144 pounds, we will have Jacob Harrison from Westmore Central, the junior, 31-9, the MCT winner from this year at this weight class. Got a pin in the quarterfinals, a pin in the semis, so he will be the top seeded here, facing up against Colton Calalucci, the sophomore from Belvedere, who got a tech fall in the quarterfinals and got a pin in the semis after beating Brian Tofferpour from Randolph. You know, Coach McIntyre, I'm sure, is very happy to have another wrestler be in the district finals today. And talking with Coach McIntyre earlier in the year, he has had a lot of expectations for Colton Calalucci to really do some really big things for the County Cedars for his future. Had a decent freshman year and definitely has improved on record-wise going into this season, but it will be a tough matchup here, tough draw between here with Jacob Harrison, the MCT winner this year. A stare down happening between both of these wrestlers right here. Calalucci trying to finish up on something here. He's got a single and a nice job right there. Calalucci near the takedown on Harrison. Gonna try and finish it up right here. Nothing doing there for him. They're gonna go out of bounds. And knowing Coach McIntyre, he's been around for a long time, a very experienced wrestling coach for nearly 30 years, coached and wrestled for Wilson, Pennsylvania in his day before taking the head coaching job at Belvedere. And always does a great job with getting some numbers up for this program and trying to get the best wrestlers and get them as scrappy as they possibly can, and they are a scrappy team indeed. Harrison trying to get in. He has a takedown right there. He's got Calalucci on his back. He's got a 7-point move right here, is Harrison of West Morris. Going to be 7-0 here. He leads this. And that's the end of one period, a 7-0 lead here for Jacob Harrison.
Winners now 132 to come in the back for a picture. Diego Peneloso, we need you backstage for a picture. Mason Vasquez, we need you for a picture.
Harrison will go underneath the start. Let's see if he can get something going here. He is out. Is Harrison. 8-0. He leads this. He tried to sneak up on that takedown there, tried to get an ankle pick, and Colalucci did a great job backing away from it. See if he's going to try to return Harrison to the mat right here for his three. He's near the three. Had to have hooked that ankle right there, but he's going to return him. And Colalucci near the three right here. Can he get it? And nope, he doesn't. Harrison gets a three of his own, and he's got the pin. Jacob Harrison of West Morris, and in a very exciting flurry right there between the two wrestlers, but Jacob Harrison, the junior, comes out on top, is your District 12 champion at 144. This thing is impressive. Congratulations to Jacob Harrison, and that pushes them further and further into the lead, which I think might wrap it up for them after getting 2 straight pins. But we'll take it over to the third place matchup right here. This is going to be Corbin Booth from Hackettstown. He's facing off against Ryan Tyrepour from Randolph. Going to try and get that score for you. It's an 8-7 lead currently for, I believe, Booth is in lead. It's a wrestler that was a transfer who came from Montville High School. Or Montville, excuse me, earlier in the year. But expected to do some good things for the Tigers in his future, though, as well, too. Has been very solid in his own right this year. Corbin Booth lost. He had an 11-1 major over Will Gudira from Warren Hills earlier in the quarters, and then he lost to Harrison. And then Tyrepour got a pin in the quarters over the second-seeded Amar Monk-Orgel from Whippany Park, and then he got pinned by Colton Colalucci from Belvedere. A 9-7 here. I believe Booth is winning this matchup. This third-place matchup, Booth, the freshman, 21-10. And Tyrepour is 10-16, the junior from Randolph. At the conclusion of this third place matchup will be the beginning. We'll be having the medal round at 150. But I can get you the team standings right now as we speak. West Morris pretty much wraps it up with the district title at 204 points. Hackettstown in a very solid second with 152 points. St. Benedict's Prep in third with 114 points. Randolph in fourth with 107 points and a half points. Actually, they're tied right now for fourth. So Randolph and Warren Hills are both tied for fourth right now with 107 and a half points. So those are your top 5 standings currently. 9-7 lead here for Booth of Hackettstown. Let's see if Tyrepour can try and finish up on that takedown. It is definitely needed. He's near the takedown right there. He could finish it, but nothing doing there. Booth doing a good job with this one. And he's got 3. He extends his lead. 12-7, 5 seconds to go. And Corbin Booth of Hackettstown will be going to the Region 3 tournament next weekend at West Orange High School. Congratulations to Corbin Booth on a job well done and a third place finish. And the Hackettstown fans are excited about that one. The parents and students and the team, they're all excited about that one. Great job to Booth. Congratulations for a third place finish.
Third place from Warren Hills, Braden O'Hearn.
And now that will take us to the 157-pound weight class momentarily. As soon as the medal rounds are over, we'll have at 150. We'll have Brian Doherty from Hackettstown. He is the top seed here at 152. He is a junior with a record of 31-6. Got a tech fall in the quarters and a major decision, 16-4 in the semis. As for Ortiz, from Madison. Joshua Ortiz from Madison, the junior, 32-2 overall. And he got a tech in the quarters and a 2-1 tiebreaker number 2 win over Cabrillo from West Morris. This should be a really, really good matchup right here. In fact, I think this, and I want to make those crazy predictions, but this matchup right here could project outstanding wrestler. I'm just going to say that right now. This should be a really good matchup between these two. Let's see if he could try and get something there. Is Ortiz from Madison. I know Hackettstown and Madison have met each other numerous times during the days of high school football when they used to be in the same division, and they're in the same section as well, too, for a lot of their sports. A highly respected football town is Madison, as well as Hackettstown, of course, too. Both wrestlers' stands, they continue to just wrestle each other out a little bit, not willing to give up much. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to get right back into the center of the mat. Ortiz thought that he got a little bit of some blood on him. Madison also has no reason to hang their head over because they also have some region qualifiers here with David DeFilippis, who took third. And Diaz also a very solid wrestler in his own right. It's going to be another one period. We're tied up here at 0. And it's going to be Ortiz's choice. He's going to go bottom right away to start the second period. Ortiz stands. Doherty trying to go and get something going. He's going to cut Ortiz, make it 1-0 Ortiz. One nothing lead here for Joshua Ortiz from Madison, the Dodger. Doherty tried to finish up on that takedown on Ortiz, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. And countering off of it is Ortiz, and he's going to finish up on that takedown. He's going to lead it 4-0 over Doherty. As the coaching staff over there for Madison is telling Ortiz to stay on top and try to ride him out. Riding tough here is Ortiz, and a nice Granby roll right there by Doherty. He's going to get the escape. Make it 4-1. 10 seconds to go here in the second. This has been a bit of a chess match here with the lone takedown being led here by Ortiz. Doherty is going to go underneath to start the third period here as he trails. And we'd like to take the time to thank some of our local sponsors for today. The Randolph Diner, Alex Auto Repair Service, Brooklyn Bagel, and Pizza Pub, the best Italian pizza pub. 4-1 lead here for Joshua Ortiz for the Dodgers of Madison. As he's on top here. Doherty chose bottom to start the third period. Doherty trying to see if he can try and score from underneath here. He did get that nice grabby there at the end of the second period. And he'll look to do something like that again, as he's going to need it. He's going to need to get the escape and get a takedown to lead in this bout. Tried to get a grabby roll there was Doherty, but a stall warning there given on Ortiz. Going to be the first one of this matchup here between these two. Going to try and get right back on top. Going to try and see if they can stand. Both wrestlers stands, and a mat return right there on Ortiz. Coach Cosmore telling Doherty to get out from underneath here. One minute to go here, less than a minute to go here. Ortiz trying to see if he can try and run something, and the coaching staff is telling him to cut him. 4-2 lead here for Ortiz, and Doherty's got to go here to try to get this win for the Tigers. Would be their third one on the day if they could win it here. And he's indicating timeout right there is Doherty. So it's going to be an injury timeout right there for Doherty. So how would you like to become a sponsor? Easy. Oh, nope, we're going to go right back into the action. That was quick. A little bit quicker than we anticipated. A 4-2 lead here for Ortiz of Madison. He leads this over Brian Doherty. Doherty's got to get the work here quick. Trailing by 2, a takedown would win it for Doherty if he can get something going here, but he's got to go quick. 10 seconds to go. Stall warning given there. There it is, 1 point given to Doherty. And Ortiz finishes on top of the takedown. And that will seal it for the Dodgers, as they will get a district champion here at District 12 at Randolph at 150. And a great matchup between these two wrestlers, which they could meet each other again at West Orange next week. Congratulations to the Dodgers, and congratulations to Joshua Ortiz, the winner and your district champion. Well deserved.
Madison assistant Kevin Carroll, wrestling coach at his last district tournament after many, many great years as a Madison Dodger. Congratulations, Kevin. Congratulations, Josh.
And now we'll get here to the 157 matchup here shortly, as soon as they're done with the medal presentation, which at 157, it will be John Garcia from Westmore Central.
I almost forgot. All right, here we go. At 144, Corbin Booth of Hackettstown, your third place winner.
Yep, and they're doing the medal rounds here, so I'll go into that momentarily as soon as they're done with that. As Jack, our cameraman, is going to zoom right into the medals.
Thank you, men. Quick turn around, pictures behind you. And then come on out to the back hallway for official pictures. All right, moving right along, we're at 157.
And now we'll get to 157 here. Again, this will be Jenier Soto Pastrana from St. Benedict's, the sophomore, 17-4. Got a pin in the quarterfinals and a pin in the semis. Versus John Garcia, the 2 seed, 22-19 overall, junior from Westmore Central. Got a pin in the quarters and then won in a 15-9 regular decision. And they are both meeting here in the finals today. And Soto Pastrana gets in on the takedown as he leads at 3-0.
22-19 this year, 35-40 lifetime.
Giving a little bit of a shout out to Trent today, our tech director, for the amazing job that he's been doing here with running score. He begged me today to run the score today, and I told him, yes, of course, you would be doing that. He loves doing it, so shout out to Trent on a job well done. And another takedown given there by Soto Pastrana. 6-1, he leads us over John Garcia. He's going to go ahead and cut Garcia. But another wrestler for the Wolfpack as well, too, that's going to be really dangerous going into next year as well, too. Should be highly improved for next year. And Soto Pastrana gets in. He has a takedown. 9-2, he leads it, and now he should have some back points coming in, unless if he only got a one swipe. St. Benedict's Prep, located in Newark, New Jersey, just coming back into the NJSIAA teams ranking about 3 years ago after 30-some years with wrestling in the national preps level that Blair Academy is wrestling in. And he's going to go ahead and he's going to cut him as Soto Pastrana from St. Benedict's. And he's going to go ahead and finish. He tried to get it on a bit of a sweep single, but he wasn't able to finish it there. 9-3 here for Soto Pastrana. 12-3 now with just under 15 to go. Stall warning there on Soto Pastrana, and that's going to be the end of one period. It's a 12-3 lead here for the St. Benedict's Green Bee wrestler. Thinking of Green Bay, thinking of like the Green Bay Packers, but they're the Gray Bees. So kind of interesting right there. 12-3, he leads this. And he just flips him right over to his back right there is Soto Pastrana. Going to see if he can finish it right there. After that reversal and four backs, that should be the tech fall right there, and it is. As Soto Pastrana, Junior Soto Pastrana from St. Benedict's Prep for the Gray Bees is your district champion and the first one of the day at 157. Congratulations, and he's going over to Coach Merrill and shaking their hands, and just great team respect right there, wrestling respect. And we'll go over to the third place matchup over here at 157. That's still being wrestled. It is Austin Jesniak from West Morris Mendham, who is facing up against Joseph Deruku from Whippany Park. That matchup over there is tied at 6. They're into the second period. See if they can finish something there. Nothing has been given there. A takedown, nothing has been given there.
Anybody's mouth for third. Trainer to mat 2, trainer.
We like to take the time to thank the Harrington Companies. They are the biggest wrestling fans and anybody that we know. They do a great job. They do a great work in everything that they do. Harrington Recycling Company, Demolition and Recycling, Harrington and Corporation and Sons, and Hoffman Supply Home and Garden Center, the Harrington Companies. And we also like to take the time to thank Performance Trophies and Medals. Anytime that we do our hammers of the match or anybody that is a champion all throughout the state or anything like that, Performance Trophies and Medals is the way to go. So if you want to give them a call and get all of your best recognition for all of your athletes, Performance Trophies and Medals is the way to go. And if you want to be built like all of these athletes that we've been seeing here today, halfway through, more than halfway through at this point, if you want to be good, if you want to be great, or if you want to be the best, you need to go to Estabuilt Wrestling Club, located on 7 Allwright Road in Haggettstown, Bud Lake, New Jersey, for all of your wrestling needs. And we're just wrapping up here. We should be finishing up here. It's a 9-6 lead for the Whippany Park wrestler of Joseph Duraku. But Whippany Park will be showing up here at 165. And they'll wrestle a St. Benedict's wrestler as well. See if we can get our camera right back over there on the third place match. I know we have some wrestlers that are blocking the way right here, but of course I could call the action from here. If Kevin Harlan could call 2 NFL games at once, I could definitely call another third place matchup right here. But yeah, they're going to give up as soon as this matchup wraps up here. They'll do the medal round. They'll do the rewards presentation. And a 12-7 advantage right here. This has been given to Duraku of Whippany Park as he's leading Jesniak. So he's riding tough here. 45 seconds to go with Duraku on top. 12-7. Going to break down the base there on Jesniak. He's just trying to ride what he can to the side. Stoppage right there for a stalemate. They're just under 30 to go here in the third. Jesniak definitely being the aggressor here. 3 seconds to go after he gets that escape. (12-8), he leads this. Is Duraku of Whippany Park. And Duraku's going to get in on the last second takedown. He's going to go to regions next weekend. And a great job by him being able to wrestle there. Congratulations to him on a job well done. And that will take us over to the presentations right here where you have your top 3 finishers from Westmore Central. Jonathan Gabrielle from West Morris. Second place, Brian Doherty of Hackettstown, and Joshua Ortiz of Madison.
Westmore Central, Jonathan Cabarro. Your runner-up from Hackettstown, Brian Doherty. And your champion, Josh Ortiz of Madison.
Congratulations there to the top 3 finishers here at District 12 at 150, and best of luck to them next week as they will go and compete in the Region 3 tournament at West Orange High School. And now that will take us into the 165-pound final right here.
From Randolph, Tyler Davis. And from West Mars, Curtis Bayer.
Which will be at 165 here. We're going to have Finn McKeon, the top seeded here, the junior from St. Benedict's Prep. He is 23-12 overall. Got a pin in the quarterfinals and then the semis. And he'll be facing up against the 2 seed here, Gabriel Solani, the junior from Whippany Park, 31-8 overall. Got a tech in the quarters and a tech in the semis. And the matchup is underway right here with Finn McKeon from St. Benedict's Prep and Gabriel Solani from Whippany Park. McKeon already in. Quick to work here on a shot of his own. See if he can try and finish something here. And over on the third place matchup is Tyler Davis from Randolph and Curtis Bayer from West Morris. Over on the other mat for third place. Trying to see if he can block it off there. He has that far ankle blocked off there, and we're going to go neutral after this stalemate. Really good job right here between these two wrestlers in a great scrambling positions that they've been in. McKeon trying to get in. McKeon trying to get in on a shot of his own there. A little bit of a throw by right there by Solani. He gets the three. He's in on a tilt right there of McKeon from St. Benedict's. And from earlier, with Joe Rowinski being from Hackettstown at 120, winning the HWS twice. Alex Carita also was one as well, too. He beat two state medal winners there. Matthew Colonia from Del Val and Robbie Garcia from Pope John. And was outstanding wrestler in his senior year as well, too. Shout out to Lenny Carita, on the father of Alex Carita, on that correction right there, of course. Shout out to him and all he does. 4-3 lead here for McKeon of St. Benedict's Prep, leading this one after one period. We'll go into the second period. 2 minutes on the clock here, and Solani's going to go underneath.
147.
See if Solani can try and get something going here as he trails 4-3. See if he can try and get something going here as McKeon trying to see as both wrestlers stands, and he's going to cut him here. We're all tied up at 4 here. Four here. 50 seconds left to go here in the second period. See if he can try and get something here. Is Solani, who is trying to get something, and Coach Turner and the Gray Bees wrestling fans over there and the wrestlers all thought that should have been 3 with that 1 foot in, but they'll go right back in the center of the mat. And Solani got right to work at the whistle. And we'll see what he can do here. He's going to try and see if he can stack McKeon. Near the takedown right there is Solani. 5 seconds go, and he gets the takedown. Short time here in the second, as Gabriel Solani has a 7-4 lead after 2 periods. We'll go right back into the third period in the center, and McKeon is going to go bottom to start right away as he trails 7-4 after that late takedown by Solani of Whippany Park. On the official right there, he's going to give a caution to McKeon. As the St. Benedict's fans over there are saying tight waist right there. Watch for the tight waist and ankles. And Solani brings McKeon right back down to the mat. Great job by him. Going to throw in both legs right there is Solani. Just got to be careful he doesn't give up anything. And he readjusts. And a great job for readjusting, but nothing is going to be given there. And Coach Turner looking over and telling his wrestler to just keep wrestling. They wanted at least 1. Even if he wasn't going to get the 2, He could have gotten at least one there, but they did not get it. As both wrestlers stands, McKeon going to try and sneak out here and see what he can do. And Solani doing a great job. He stays right on top here. He's just got to be careful not to lock his hands right here. And a stall warning there given on Solani, the first one of this bout. 7-4. Solani of Whippany Park leads this, and the first stall warning that he has been given in this bout. And Solani goes in. He has a half thrown in there. He's got that arm trapped on McKeon. He's going to throw in both legs once again, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't give up something. And reaching back was McKeon. Solani could have put McKeon in some danger right there. McKeon going to try and get a reversal if he can. He's near it, and he's going to get the reversal. And he looks at the clock as he's under a minute left to go here in the third, and he's going to go ahead. And he's going to go ahead and try and cut him all the way. It's 8-6 now. McKeon is trailing this one, 8-6. Solani leads this, and Solani almost had him in some trouble there. Could have gotten a defensive pin. As Coach Engelberger and the coaching staff of Whippany Park looked right there, and a locked hands call right there on McKeon. He looked at, I think McKeon thought that he cut him all the way. And he didn't.
Back to neutral.
It's going to be now 9-6 after that one. See if he can get something going there. And he's going to get the three as McKeon. We're all tied up here at 9. Under 15 seconds to go. Coach Engelberger and the Whippany Park fans want this win right here over the St. Benedict's wrestler of Finn McKeon. And they're looking for a stall warning right there, but they're not going to get it. Short time here, and we're going overtime. We're all tied up here at 9 at 165 between Gabriel Solani of Whippany Park and Finn McKeon from St. Benedict's Prep. This one may be outstanding wrestler worthy here, but we got 1 minute on the clock here, fourth period. First overtime wins here. It's going to be on the officials' time. They need to get the clock set up. So set up to 1 minute. First takedown wins. But if neither one gets a takedown, they'll go right into the tiebreakers. But this has been a great matchup right here between these two. We'll see if Solani can try and finish it off right here on McKeon. He's close to it. As McKeon trying to get a takedown, he's trying to reach back for the head, and Solani's got the takedown, and he's going to win an instant victory, and he is fired up as he's going to give the Wildcats their district champion at 165. Congratulations to Whippany Park. Congratulations to Gabriel Solani for being the District 12 champion here at Randolph High School at the 165-pound weight class. Congratulations on a job well done. We'd like to take the time to thank one of our sponsors, PAS Paving and Masonry. They've been established since 1990. If you want to give them a call, if you want to reach out to them, or if you want to get them to do any kind of paving or masonry jobs that you need, PAS is the way to go. And if you're looking at real estates here, Julie Williams Real Estate is the way to go. You can send them an email at morriscountyhomes1@gmail.com. They're located at 44 Whippany Park Road, Suite 230 in Morristown, New Jersey. You can call the office at 973-538-539, or you can give a cell call at 973-277-0059. And that will take us to the 175-pound weight class right here. This will be, we'll be here at 175 pounds. We're going to have Robert Fazzino, the top seeded here from Westmore Central, the senior, 29-10. Got a pin in the quarters, a pin in the semis. It'll be facing off against the sophomore from Randolph, Emmanuel Semenigo, 22-7 overall. Got a pin in the quarters and a pin over Sean Dill of Whippany Park, the sophomore, in the semifinals match, and that's how these two wrestlers have met up here today. Vizino gets in. Quick work right there by Vizino. He gets in. 3 takedown. They're going to go out of bounds right here. He's indicating he wants to cut. He wants to go ahead and cut him. Make it 3-1. And we'll go into the team standings currently. West Morris wraps it up here. They win it with 214 points. Hackettstown in second place with 149.5 points. Third place, St. Benedict's Prep with 119.5 points. Warren Hills in fourth with 113 points. And Randolph in fifth place currently with 106.5 points. And Vizino gets in another takedown right there. Leads it 6-1.
For the Wildcats.
Come on, Manny. You know what's coming.
See if he can try and break down that base. Great job by Vizino. He's going to get another 3. 9-2 he leads this. Both wrestlers stand and they feel each other out, not willing to give up much here. But Vizino's been a takedown machine.
We need to have the 165 place winners.
And a 3 takedown for Vizino. His 4th one of this bout in this period. He's going to go ahead and cut him, make it 12-4. And, oh, he almost had him in a lat drop right there, but did not have or maintain that control to be able to stick him. We'll go right back into the center of the mat. 41 seconds to go. Robert Vizino of West Morris leads it 12-4. It's going to get stoppage right there for a little bit of some injury time right here for Vizino. Again, we'd like to take the time to thank some of our local sponsors for today, the Randolph Diner, Alex Auto Repair Service, Brooklyn Bagel, and the Best Italian Pizza Sub. Under 30 to go here in the first with Robert Vizino leading this 12-4. Ten seconds to go. Going to finish it off with his 3. Vizino leads now 15-4. Short time here. And the flip of the coin is going to go to Vizino. He's going to defer. And Semenigo is going to go bottom, I think, to start the second period. I think Coach Comboy wants to keep a little bit more with try to keep this match alive a little bit longer. Thinking he might be able to get his 1. As that crossface thrown in there is Vizino. He's going to cut him 15-5 here. It's kind of like predicted, thinking that he could last here. And getting another 3 right there is Vizino. We're also at other districts as well today, too, as Vizino's going to cut Semenigo. Gets another takedown, and that's going to be the finish right there. Robert Vizino of West Morris is your champion here at District 12 at Randolph High School at 175. 3 more weight classes to go here. 3 more champions to be crowned, and we will find out who they will be momentarily as we have the awards presentation being presented to the winners of today's district here at 150, 165 right there.
And your champion from Whippany Park, Gabriel Saliani.
And I like to also just say we are also streaming other district finals as well too, if they are not wrapped up already. We are at District 5 at Morris Knowles. We are also live at District 3 at Phillipsburg, District 6 at Roxbury, and District 7 at Fairlawn, and we are here at District 12 at Randolph. This is James Clarke on the call here for everybody. We're going to be here at 190-pound weight class, and this is a matchup I've been looking for. Another one that I could also see outstanding wrestler-wise. We're going to see a really good matchup right here, a good finals match right here at 190, which will be Deacon Frayne from Westmore Central, the sophomore, 36-5 overall. This season, got a bye in the quarters and a pin in the semis. He's facing up against Andrew Ziedman, the senior from Randolph, 33-6 overall. Pin in the quarters and pin in the semis, and that's how both of these wrestlers got here today. Frayne did beat Ziedman earlier in the year in their dual match together, with Frayne winning at 13-5, a major decision, and Frayne gets the quick works already, and he has a 3-point takedown as he leads it 3-0. And shout out to Mr. Ziedman as well, too, who has been a big help to us here at Randolph High School, amongst many of the other administrators as well, too, here today for getting us set up, and a job well done and a nicely run District 12 tournament here at Randolph. See what he can do right here. Ziedman has control of that side headlock right there. Stands right here, both wrestlers. Ziedman trying to get a throw in there on Frayne. He's going to get the escape. It's 3-1. Frayne leads this with just under 30 seconds to go here in the first. Both wrestlers just continue the stand, not giving up too much here. 3-1 lead here for Frayne of West Morris. And that will be the end of one period here, with a 3-1 lead for Frayne. Frayne defers. Ziedman is going to go bottom to start the second period. As that armbar thrown in right there is Frayne. Brings him right back down to the mat right there is Frayne. He's going to get into a 3-quarter Nelson right there. Is Frayne going to see if he can try and stick Ziedman. And Ziedman trying to see if he can sneak out from the back door and get a reversal. But they both go out of bounds, and they'll get a restart here in the center of the mat.
Let's go, Randolph.
See if he can try and get a stand right here. Frayne breaks down the base there of Ziedman. See if he can try and stand something right here. Both wrestlers continuing to wrestle tough here. Ziedman is close to the escape, but he has that leg right there as Frayne still maintains control, and now he gets the escape. It's a 3-2 advantage here for Frayne with 53 seconds to go here in the second. See if he can try and get something going here as Ziedman, as he trails 3-2. And not in the greatest of shots right there by Frayne. As Seidman is going to try to see what he can do here. He has the shoelaces to the mat and a nice sprawl right there as he's giving to Frayne. And we will see if he can try and sneak out from the back door and try to spin around and get a takedown. He has a front headlock right there. He's got something, but he's not going to be able to do anything with that. He's got short time here, just under 10 seconds to go in the second. Going to stuff the head right there is Seidman. And we'll go into the third period with a 3-2 advantage for Frayne of West Morris. Going to be Seidman's choice. He's going to go bottom to start. I nope, he's going neutral. Looked like he was going to go bottom, but then he decided, nope, we're going to go neutral. Go right back on the feet. A takedown would put Seidman in the lead. And a nice little throw right there by Seidman, and he gets the takedown. He takes the lead, 5-3 over Frayne. They're going to go out of bounds. He looks over to the coaching staff of Randolph, including head coach Coach Conboy over there, the new head coach for Randolph in his first year. They're going to be looking to see if he can get another win for the Rams here at District 12 in their home gym. We'll see if he can do that as he's trying to break down the base, as he's working to the side there on Frayne of West Morris. He has that arm trapped. He's going to see if he can try and work the tilt. But he's got to watch his own head right there, too, as Frayne is trying to reach back and get some kind of reverse cradle there on Seidman. And Seidman doing a really good job. Oh, he would have almost could have thrown in a half Nelson there and get some additional backs. We're approaching to 1 minute left to go here in the third. As you can see, Seidman has the right shoulder blade there, as he's been battling with a shoulder injury this year. He's got Frayne in some trouble right there. He's got back points. He's going to get 2 back points on that. And he extends the lead. It is 7-3. Seidman of Randolph leads this. But he's looking for some more points right here, and this would be a huge win for the Rams if he can finish it here on top. He has both legs. He has that one leg hooked up. He's trying to look for a spladle, trying to see if he can ride, and a stalemate has been called. And we'll go right back into the center of the mat. Still a lot of time for Frayne to come back from this as he trails 7-3. But he would need to get right out right away and a quick takedown. Gonna look to see if he can get something. He stands as Frayne. Gotta watch his own back right there. He keeps reaching back for that head. And Seidman trying to go what he can to try to ride out to the side and try to work something there. Just 10 seconds to go. And it looks like it's gonna be a win right there for Andrew Seidman of Randolph. He is going to be your district champion. And the Randolph fans, Andrew's father, and everybody here at Randolph are so pumped for this upset as he's going to win it here 7-3 at 190 pounds in front of his home gym. He's going to go ahead and shake the hands of the West Morris coaches, but he's going to run over to Coach Conboy and the coaching staff for a job well done. That is a heck of a win right there for Andrew Seidman to avenge his loss earlier in the year to Deacon Frayne. Congratulations to him on a job well done, and that will take us to 2:15. Shortly after the medal presentation.
Finishes third. There you go. From Randolph, your runner-up, and West Morris, Casino.
We'd like to take the time to thank one of our local sponsors for today, the Randolph Diner, Alex Auto Repair Service, Brooklyn Bagel, and the Best Italian Pizza Pub. And we will bring you the action here at 2:15, which will be the top seed from St. Benedict's Prep, the sophomore, Tuguliador Bakuhu. He is a sophomore, 27-6. Got a bye in the quarters and a major decision, 13-4. He's going to be facing up against the brother of Tommy Borgia, Michael Borgia,
Coached by Harry
He's a
Carter,
senior, 13-2 overall, pin in the quarters, and a pin in the semis.
District champion. He's taken on Mike Borgia from Westmore Central, season record 13-2, 43-47.
This should be a quality matchup right here for the Wolfpack. Their Wolfpack days aren't over yet, so we have one more that will be awaiting at 285, and you guessed it, Tommy Borgia, the other brother to Michael Borgia. Tommy Borgia, who recently, which we'll talk about in just a little bit anyway, if I can have enough time to throw it all in, because he might be able to get to quick works in his finals match. But this is a good matchup right here between these two. Michael Borgia of West Morris and Buyaku from St. Benedict's Prep. He's going to try and see if he can get something here. Is Bagiaku. Stalemate is called right there. We'll get back into the center of the mat. All tied up here at 0. See if he can get something going there as both wrestlers. We're just approaching to the 15-second mark here in the first. We'll be tied up here at 0. If neither one gets a takedown, Borgia looking over to the clock, seeing how much time he's got. And that's the end of one period. We're all tied up here at 0. Flip of the coin is going to go to Bayaku for St. Benedict's, the Gray B. He's going to go bottom right away to start the second period. Trying to get into a Merkle move right there is Borgia. He's got Bayaku in some trouble. He's got back points coming his way. He might almost try to stick him right there, but he's going to get 4 backs right there is Borgia of West Morris. And not Tommy Borgia. This is Michael Borgia. He's also a senior as well with Tommy. Going to see if he can break down that base right there on Bayaku. See if he can try and get the reversal right there, and Bayaku does. And Bayaku is going to go ahead and he's going to cut Borgia. Kind of saw that Merkle move that was coming from Borgia earlier, as that is something that West Morris's team is looking to do quite well with this year. 5-2 lead here for Borgia. Under a minute to go here in the second, and Bayaku is going to get a takedown of his own. We're all tied up here at 5.
We're tied at 5.
He's going to go ahead and he's going to cut Borgia. 6-5, he leads this. 20 seconds to go in the third. Michael Borgia of West Morris leads this. Trying to see if he can get something. A stall warning there on Borgia. And they're going to go out of bounds here. They'll go right back into the center. Short time here for the two wrestlers. And that's going to be the end of that one. 6-5 lead for Michael Borgia of West Morris. It's going to go neutral right here. Borgia chose bottom. And Bayaku is going to choose neutral to cut him, make it 7-5 now. And we'll give you the final team rankings here at the conclusion of the heavyweight match. And Biaku trying to see if he can get in. He has a front headlock thrown in, front-headed arm. He spins around and he gets the 3. He's looking over to Coach Turner and the coaching staff of the Gray Bees, and he's going to cut Borgia. All tied up here at 8. They feel very confident that he can get at least one more takedown here to see if he can try and put it away here. As I said earlier, St. Benedict's Prep coming back from the national level of their sports over the last, especially in wrestling, over the last 30 years. A couple of years ago, being back in the NJSIAA. And Biaku is going to try and see if he can get something. He needs to get 3. He has a near side cradle locked up. He's going to get 3. Leads at 11-8. He's looking over to the clock right here to see how much time he has left. We're approaching to about 30 seconds left to go in this period. He leads at 11-8. Just got to be careful right here not to get tossed or anything of that nature on Borgia. But what started out to be a 0-0 tie at the end of 1, and now it's looking like an 11-8 lead here for Biaku of St. Benedict's Prep, the Gray Bee, with 10 seconds to go here, and it looks like he's gonna get warned for stalling. As wrestling fans know that this could be pretty much the end right here. If he can ride out with only 9 seconds to go, the stall warning is not going to matter as much. He's going to try and see if he can ride him out here, and he's going to do just that. As Tugalador Biaku of St. Benedict's Prep is going to win it here for the Gray Bees and give him another champion at 215 pounds. As we will get ourselves ready to go for the finals right here, as we will have to bring you to the final of this day here. As we'll have the medal presentation happening here momentarily.
Your runner-up from West Morrow's Lincoln Frame. And your champion, Randolph Andrew Simon.
But here, and congratulations to all the wrestlers right here that are being presented with the medals right there. With Andrew Siebman from Randolph winning it here at 190. Congratulations, and really put on a phenomenal performance for the Rams this afternoon. Giving Randolph their second champ on the day. And that will take us to the final bout here at 285. I know we're at the conclusion there at the third place matchup there, 215, with looking like being Xavier Helmer of Madison. Wins it. And now they'll take us to the final matchup here at 285. A wrestler that needs no introduction. Tommy Borgia, Westmore Central Senior, 37-1, the top seeded here. He got a pin in the quarters and a pin in the semis to get here. He's going to be wrestling Pedro Dos Santos from Belvedere, the senior, 30-8 overall, pin in the quarterfinals and a pin in the semis. Pedro Isaac Dos Santos is from Belvedere. You can see the takedown right there by Borgia, leads to 3-0.
From Belvedere.
Borgia leads us 3-0 right here. This man is on a mission this year for the Wolfpack, as he is looking to get a win here to try to be a state champion for the Wolfpack, their first one in ever so long. But he's up here 3-0 over Isaac Dos Santos of Belvedere.
And Tommy Borgia from Westmore Central Senior, 37-1, lifetime 150-20, returning 7th place.
And he gets the fall. And Tommy Borgia, the one that recently broke the Westmore Central Wolfpack's champion right here. He's your champion here at District 12. And the third place matchup wrapped up over there as well, too, with your third place finisher being Christopher Montana of Mendham.
Outstanding wrestler ballots and this time.
But we will go ahead and get our,
Come on up.
and congratulations to Tommy Borgia on a job well done right here.
Let's bring out the 215 pound class.
But let's go ahead. Let's talk about our title sponsor. Let's thank some of our sponsors. If you want to give back to the sport you love, scan the QR code below for more information on joining the top wrestling official association in the U.S. Just scan that QR code, and you can definitely follow all the instructions of what is needed to become part of the New Jersey Wrestling Official Association. And we'd like to give a shout out and a special thanks to one of our main live stream sponsors, Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. Dan Warnikoff is the man with the plan, always does a great job with getting the best nutrition plans and all that he needs to for that. And if you ever want to get into the best wrestling shape or best athlete shape, or just want to get back in shape as one and all, Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition is the way to go. Dan Warnikoff. Be sure to follow us on social media. Facebook, GardensAHSWrestling.com, X, GardensAHSW, Instagram, GardensAHSWrestling, and of course, like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page. Follow us on social medias on all platforms, including YouTube and our websites for any kind of updates that we may have going on into the week. It's your teams, it's your counties, and it's your site. And if you want to become a sponsor for next year or for the Garden State Athletic Network, easy. Click on the Your Logo Here button in the red text in the black box, or you can send an email to admin@GardensAHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. We can definitely help make you the star of the show and all that we do here at GardensAHSWrestling.com. And now we'll take it back into the Harrington press box here for the first time today. James Clarke called this match solo here at District 12 at Randolph High School today. Want to give a special thanks to Randolph High School on a job well done. They did a great job running the tournament today. They were very helpful with us and were able to help us out with getting tables, chairs, everything put together and ready to go for us. So special thanks to Randolph High School for a job well done. Coach Conboy, Andrew Ziedman's father, Mr. Ziedman, thank you so much for all that you've done for us this Saturday as well for us. But I want to give you the final team standings here for the top 5 teams. We have Randolph in 5th place with 110.5 points. In 4th place, Warren Hills with 113 points. St. Benedict's Prep in 3rd place with 128 points. Hackettstown in 2nd place with 149 points, and of course, and half points, and of course, our winners for the team championship is what was expected, as I get a nice little point right there by Coach Borgia from Westmore Central. Of course, he gave it away. Westmore Central ran away with this one with 219.5 points. Listen, congratulations to Coach Merrill. Congratulations to the Westmore's Wolfpack for getting a team title here today and the numerous champions that they've had here today. We're still at all the other districts going live over there as well. If you want to tune into any of them, check out our YouTube page, check out our website as well, too, for anything that we have coming up. Don Brower will bring you the podcast tomorrow night as well, too, as he will do a quick recap of all the districts that we've covered. And also be sure to also be in touch as well, too. We'll be back sometime on Wednesday. We'll be over at the Market Tavern in Flanders doing our region preview show as well, too, with Donald J. Brower, John Kovac, myself, and Kira Hubmaster to give you a little bit of a region primer, to give you a little bit of our insight there as well, too, with our regions and any of the other coming reporters as well, too, from the area. So we're going to go in depth of 8 of the 8 regions of boys and 4 of the girls as well, too. Tomorrow, we will be we have 2 districts. We will have a district over at Morris Hills with Donald J. Brower, and then I will be over at Phillipsburg with Kira Hubmaster, bringing you the first ever girls district tournament as well. So we'll have 2 districts for girls tomorrow, so be in tune for that, and then we'll keep you updated as far as any other coverage goes for the year. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Thank you for tuning in this year. It's been a great job. Everyone's done a great job this year, and we really do appreciate all of the nice comments and everybody else that loves the sport of wrestling. We love to do what we do here. From Trent, the tech director, and Jack, our cameraman, this is James Clarke saying thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to also tune into our social medias as well, too, for our outstanding wrestler and Coach Merrill, too, from West Morris. And we'll see you all next time.
For the outstanding assistant